Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to the Crypto Coins / Robart Show. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Excuse me. If you're here, please kindly put a like. As always, I would appreciate the like and say hello so I know that you're here. As always, before we commence, you will find the link to my private Patreon group in the description of this video and in the comment section once we're finished. Peter is saying, hello, Rob. Greetings from Switzerland. Hello, my friend. Switzerland is a wonderful, great country. Lucky to be there, my friend. I still haven't been able to set up my new MacBook. I still haven't set it up. But I'll get to it. A little bit busy lately. Hello, Sergio. Hello, Peter. How's everyone doing? My friends? Please kind of put a like while you're here. I would appreciate one very much. All right, so today we're going to talk about XRP, and we're also going to talk about a little bit Ethereum and Bitcoin, if you will. I'm currently working in my Patreon group. I'm working on a profit-taking strategy for XRP right now. It's taking a while because I want to make sure that it's thorough. I want to make sure that it's good and that it basically results in us leaving with good profits no matter what happens in the market. So it's taken a little while, but it's coming. Also, yesterday, I basically released a newsletter which covered XRP and general market sentiment. And there was also a market update on which compared Bitcoin and the XRP chart, which I've been reverting to for a while now. So, if you want to basically see those updates, wait, let me get this. If you want to see those updates, you can join by following that link. Otherwise, what we're going to talk about in the live today is this. Recently, Brad Garlinghouse, after Ripple won the lawsuit, has said the following words, right? And they're in the thumbnail of this video. He said, and this was in reply, I don't remember to who, but the important part is that he said this, the CEO of Ripple. This case was about establishing the non-security status of XRP. We won. They lost. So he clearly states that they won and XRP is no longer a security. It's not an investment contract. And that is a huge thing, as we spoke about earlier. The reason being because now XRP can finally follow through with the W packet we've been discussing, can finally follow through and get to the prices that it's supposed to get to in the euphoria phase of the market when all the market starts moving and pumping. I do believe that XRP will move with the rest of the market because historically it has never moved alone. It has always given huge price increases and huge and excellent returns only with the rest of the market. So when the rest of the market moves, XRP moves hard. The last time was no exception. It was pumping very hard, outperforming many alts out there, despite being a blue chip. But then what happened is, as we all know, we had the SEC lawsuit, which resulted in XRP being delisted from exchanges. Therefore, of course, newcomers and potential investors and buyers did not have easy access to XRP. It was, for example, delisted from Coinbase, which is the second biggest exchange in the world, and it's also a U.S. exchange. And believe it or not, it's very important because U.S. is the biggest economy in the world, has the most amount of millionaires. It has a huge consumer market. It has the biggest stock market. So the point being basically that the buyers of the most money did not have easy access to XRP. Now that has changed. Even after the SEC case, XRP still pumped 2,000%. But now that has changed. Coinbase has relisted XRP. Crypto.com has relisted XRP. Many other exchanges have relisted XRP. So now people finally have easy access to XRP. Does this mean that it's going to moon in 1 week and go crazy? Maybe, but I seriously doubt that. Once again, the entire market has to be bullish. Bitcoin has to be bullish. Ethereum has to be bullish. Alts have to start moving. Historically, that's what's happened in the past when XRP pumped hard. And then XRP pumped hard too. This time, there's once again no scary narrative surrounding XRP, which won't allow basically investors to buy into XRP. Because what happened once again in the last cycle, not only was it difficult to access XRP, but also when people did come into the market and they were asking, you could say that OGs of crypto or financial experts, or I don't know, call what you want to call it, they were asking what should we buy. None of them were saying XRP, or a lot of them who used to say you should buy XRP weren't saying it anymore because it was sued by the SEC. So there was a strong fear narrative why people stayed away from it. And don't forget, for example, how hard ADA and Doge pumped, because once the SEC news broke out, many people ran away and flooded from XRP into ADA and Doge, which is one of the main reasons why it pumped so hard, why those coins pumped so hard, especially ADA, because ADA is something that a lot of the XRP community members held back in the day, and something that a lot of XRP influencers held in the day. So it was obviously advertised to the newcomer who started buying along with the rest of the community. Now we no longer have this narrative. Now it's all green light, go, basically. Now people will have easy access. Now when they will go on Coinbase, they'll be able to buy. Now when they go into crypto.com, they'll be able to buy. Now when they log on to these exchanges where they didn't have XRP before, they'll be able to buy. And XRP also has something very important going for it. It is the only coin out there, a blue chip coin that has regulatory clarity, is by law no longer a security or investment contract. And another thing is this. We spoke about how basically in the last cycle, how I pretty much nailed the Bitcoin top and the Ethereum top, and we expected Bitcoin and Ethereum to do a certain excess from their last highs, and they pretty much delivered roughly what we're looking for. And XRP was supposed to do that too, $7 to $13. Everybody knows you could call it infamous prediction now, but you know what, my prediction is back on the table. And I'm going to read this tweet out to you. It was from, God, I can't see. Okay, the date is not here, but anyway. It says that Bitcoin pumped 3.5x from its 2017 top of $20,000. Yeah, Ethereum about 3.4x. If XRP did the same, it would be priced at roughly $13. Whoever says roughly $10 is unreasonable and impossible said that about a $69,000 Bitcoin. BTC was, they said that about Ethereum, that Ethereum could not go to 4.5K, and Ethereum indeed did that. Both targets happened, and both coins had bigger market caps than XRP. These are facts that these happened. That we spoke about this back in 2019 and 2020 when people were asking me about my price targets. Both of these things happened, right? Both Ethereum and Bitcoin did roughly 3x from their all-time highs, and the same was expected for XRP. And my personal belief is that the only reason it didn't happen is because while everything was pumping, we woke up one day, we got the SEC lawsuit, and XRP was the only coin out there in the top 100 that was down roughly 70%. So we no longer have that fear narrative. And the fact that XRP indeed did not breach its all-time high, I think now it's a good thing for the XRP investors. I think now the buying pressure, how would I put this? You don't need as much buying pressure applied for it to pump hard as you need now for Bitcoin and Ethereum after the prices they delivered. Since a lot of people also back then they did not buy XRP and did not FOMO into it, now they have a reason to FOMO and flood into XRP because it's something that hasn't breached its all-time high. Excuse me, something's wrong with my throat today. Let's read your comments, my friends. Chantial is asking, can you add details for XRP profit booking? Absolutely. I'm working on that, my friend, and it will come. You don't have to worry because we won't be taking profits anytime soon. I doubt that XRP is going to explode hard soon. I do believe that it will explode hard, but I don't believe it's going to be soon. But either way, the profit taking strategy is coming. Please give me some time to make sure that it's thorough and on point. BB, hello. Matthew says, hi, Rob. Love being a Patreon member. Wish I had joined ages ago. Matthew, thank you for that, my friend. Thank you for the nice compliment. I'm really glad that you're, part of the Crypto Coins crew. And, it's always nice to have a member on live. Any more members here, my friends? Let me know. Oscar is saying, hello, Rob. We are so close to taking off. Knowing a spreadsheet is playing off to the T. Excuse me. I'm sorry, my friends. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Yeah, Oscar, thank you for that. Yeah, the million spreadsheet is working very well. Like I said, it is a strategy that I've been using for 2 market cycles. This is the third. Pretty sure that's going to pay us very well again. And yeah, I appreciate it. Uh, I suggest that many people join us on our Patreon now before things start taking off. Because for example, some things like Bitcoin have already left the accumulation phase. If they had been with us, they'd have been buying, closer to 15 and 20K. Oh, my friend Gabonito was here. His friend that I made in Dubai, we met in real life. He says, "Hello, brother. Hope all was well with you. Uh, Afon, the airport and clocked in to watch. I am at the airport, clocked in to watch. Thank you, my friend, for joining. I appreciate it. Where you headed? And have a safe flight. Be safe." Oh, another patron member, the man from Chicago. Welcome, my friend. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining. Bonnie, hello. Sergio, can we see 45-cent XRP again? I mean, anything is possible, Sergio. Anything is possible, which is why we have the rules that we have, which is why what I wrote in the XRP market update yesterday. But I do believe that it's completing the W pattern, and I do believe that the patient XRP investors will be rewarded in the euphoria phase of the market when everything starts taking off crazy. Not everything. A lot of all coins start taking off crazy. As I do mention, the reason why we diversify heavily is because some coins will pump very well and outperform our expectations. Some will do well, and some will not do well at all, and some will even go to zero, which is why it's so important to diversify. But I do believe that people, like for example, I've been accumulating in a 10 to 35 cent range, right, in the last years. So I'm good. I think that I'm not sure about 45 cents, but there's a strong possibility that it will correct. And once again, my Patreon members know the levels that I mentioned. A retest basically of a breakout is a very common thing with XRP and many other altcoins. TT is saying he's a member. Hello, Legend. TT, welcome. Good to have you here, my friend. Good to have you, so many members here today, my friends. Southern Lights is saying, "Hi, Rob. Greetings from Switzerland." Another person from Switzerland. Hello, my friend. I love Switzerland. I spent a lot of years there. I grew up there. I went to school there. So I love Switzerland. Oh, Gabonito, you're going to Mallorca. Have fun, my friend. It's a good place. Enjoy. Fernando Hernandez says, "Hola, hola, my friend. ¿Qué pasa?" I don't speak for Spanish, but yeah. Gene Miguel says, "Hi, Rob. Hello, Gene." He goes on to say, "One thing I don't fully understand. You like reasoning by percentages. Why did you sell BTC last bull run and not XRP? From the lows, BTC and XRP did the exact same upside movement. Thanks." Yes, my friend. I do work with percentages. And one thing that I adjusted that I did not use for XRP is increasing our stop losses. So, for example, this time around, if something happens with any other of our coins, what happened to XRP, we'll still be out in great profits because we'll have a stop loss activated for every single coin. But to answer your question, just like I said in the beginning, my expectations were that every single coin, not every single coin, sorry, that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the XRP would all do roughly 3x from their all-time highs. And that's what two of them did, even more. And that's what XRP was supposed to do. And I'm quite confident that's what would have happened had it not been for the lawsuit, which resulted in delistings and huge fear narrative. So this is gone now. This is very important that this is finally gone. Technically speaking, there's nothing stopping XRP from finally hitting those targets, $7 to $13. There's nothing stopping it. The fact, like I just said, this is factual, right? So back in the day when I was saying that Bitcoin is going to go to roughly like 70, anywhere from 60 to 85K roughly. Many people said I'm an idiot, and then when I said that Ethereum is going to go to roughly 4 to 5K, maximum 6.5K, and I don't believe it's going to hit 10K. Once again, many people told me I'm an idiot, but that's what they both did. It's a factual thing. They both roughly did 3x's from their 2017, 2018 all-time highs. And the same thing was expected for XRP, and XRP would have done it. And don't forget that both coins had larger market caps than XRP. So, market cap is a non-factor. It basically proves that XRP can indeed do a 3x just like Ethereum and Bitcoin did. And it also proves that it's easier. It's going to be easier for XRP to do that because the market cap is smaller. Yes, that there's a huge difference in the amount of units. There's way more circulating supply of XRP than there's of Ethereum and Bitcoin, but that's why once again, why this dollar valuation, the price is much smaller. If XRP goes to $7 to $13, it will be much smaller than what Bitcoin or Ethereum did, was $69,000 and nearly $5,000, right? We don't need these huge dollar valuations to get better ROI than, say, Ethereum or Bitcoin or some other coins, right? It's all about percentages. So I hope I answered your question, my friend. Let me know. Yeah, so this is the message that I really wanted to get out there, right? I know there's a lot of hype and excitement about XRP right now, and it's great. It's great. It should be, because the thing is, the news has been huge. It is like fantastic, not only for XRP holders and XRP community. It's fantastic for all of the crypto space. I tweeted about this several times. This is a big win, but yeah, what's important to understand is that these things take time. These things take time. But another brilliant thing about XRP is this: although it does practically nothing for 90% of the time, for 90% of the time, the price is very boring or is crashing or correcting. When the spikes come, they're very sudden. Sometimes they take like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. These insane vertical pumps that result in huge ROI and massive pumps, they usually happen in a matter of weeks. The market goes insane. People start making insane amounts of money. And that's where it's very important to start taking heavy profits and setting stop losses, which you keep increasing as the coin pumps. And you make sure that once you sold, you get out and you do not buy back until huge crashes once again. Because when the pumps come, and they will come, you will see the usual thing happens that has happened during every single market. You will see insane price predictions and targets. And you will see that many people will support those targets. Those people will be late market participants. Late market participants are retail who start usually coming into crypto after massive pumps, and usually after a lot of coins have reached their all-time highs, especially Bitcoin. Late market participants are also the people that we dump on, unfortunately, to lock in profits. We use them as exit liquidity. Unfortunately, that's just the way the market works, because late market participants were not there in accumulation phases. They were not buying where they were supposed to buy. They start buying because we have to sell somewhere, right? We have to take the crypto off our hands at some point, and they do that for us. But the thing about late market participants, they come in usually after 1,000, 2,000, 3,000% pumps, and they see that we locked in these profits. They see that there are people like us talking about, oh yeah, my coin is up, 2,000%. And now, since they see that the coin is up 2,000%, they want the coin to be up 2,000% again, because they don't want to miss out. So they don't listen to reasonable people like me, or Tori Corton, or blockchain backer, who start telling you things like, time to start taking profits, guys. Time to start getting out. It's the coin is not going to pump higher, but people don't want to listen to that. People want to hear that they came into crypto and now they're also going to make 2,000% profits. And there are a lot of people out there who give them what they want for clicks and likes and subscriptions, which they monetize and make money off. All they need is people to watch. So they make exciting titles. They will tell you about, $1 million Bitcoin. They will tell you about, a $50,000 or $100,000 Ethereum. They will tell you about the $500 XRP or $10,000 XRP. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear, as long as you click, subscribe, and keep watching, so that they make money off the monetization, right? So you have to be aware of this. I also retweeted this thing that I tweeted like a year ago, basically on Twitter recently, saying that, after huge crashes, the majority of market participants believe that the huge crashes will not come. And after huge crashes, majority of market participants believe that the huge crashes won't come. This has happened twice to me already. I remember this, just like even in the last cycle, when I was saying, that's it, guys, it's time to get out. On Twitter, I retweeted that recently once again, when I was saying that, the stop loss for Bitcoin hit at $53,000. I fully got out at $48,000, saying this is it. The party is over for sure now, guys, right? And once again, I was being called an idiot, saying that this time is different. that the market is going to recover because now there's institutional adoption and the use cases and utility matter. And it's always the same things, the same excuses, same narratives. And it's always this time is different, and it's never is, right? It's never is. I believe for this time to be different, there needs to be a major crypto wipeout, right? Where even a lot of OGs will be basically shaken out of the market and will leave the market for good. And what I'm talking about is basically what I believe is going to happen once these pumps are complete. I refer to it as a crypto.com bubble. I believe it's going to come. I believe it's going to be huge in terms of losses, and I believe many people will get really hurt. Those people don't take profits, those people will keep holding, once again, for years, listening to utility narratives and how this and that is going to happen, and how a certain coin is solving a certain problem, right? All I can say is there are many people, even probably in this chat right now, who've seen my performance in the last 2 cycles, right? For some reason, very often people stop listening. I guess because 90% of people statistically leave crypto after huge crashes. They stop listening when it's time to accumulate. And then when the market is up a lot and I'm already selling, they start asking me, Rob, is now a good time to buy, right? Now I wish I'd listened. Like, I literally can find hundreds of tweets where people say, I wish I'd listened, or I wish I'd joined earlier, and all this. And I guarantee that this time is not going to be any different. So once again, if you're here, I highly recommend that you join the Patreon, that you get the Millionaire spreadsheet, that you start dollar cost averaging, diversifying, that you execute the targets you can execute at the current prices. Do not force entries, follow the rules, and be very patient until the market has pumped enough for us to start locking in heavy profits and setting stop losses on the way up. Dan Coe says, hi, Rob. Been following you since 2018. Thanks for all your advice. You always say it as it is. Thank you, Dan, and I appreciate the kind word. Thank you, my friend. Please kind of put a like if you're here, my friends. Would appreciate the like. Sarah Lynn is saying, hey, thanks for the update, Rob. Sarah, thank you for joining. She goes on to say, Rob, you should do a collab with Waters Above on XRP. Why not, Sarah? I do call-ups with people. I speak to a lot of different people in the XRP community and other communities. I have a lot of friends from different communities, but unfortunately, I don't have the privilege of knowing who Waters Above on XRP. Is his name Waters Above? So I think his name is Waters Above. Unfortunately, I don't know who that is, but I would love to find out. I will go check out who that is. If you speak highly of that person, probably there's a reason for it. Z Truth is asking me, what move should you do if you're new to crypto and can't get those great low prices? Well, you have to accept the fact that you're a late market participant with some coins, and you also have to accept the fact that you're a late market participant with certain entries in some coins. And you also just have to, once you've accepted that, you have to look at what you can buy at certain prices, at the current prices. So once again, I suggest just go spend $5 on my Patreon, look at the Millionaire spreadsheet, look at the price targets there, and the price targets that are where they are currently more or less right now on certain coins. Execute those price targets. If the targets are lower, do not execute those targets. Do not force entries. That's pretty much all I can say. And do not expect higher ROI because you missed out on lower entries. Be realistic about the price targets and profit-taking strategy. Oscar is asking, at what point do you suggest transferring your coins to exchanges to take profit? I'm always wary of the exchange going bankrupt or doing funny business. I understand that completely, Oscar. I understand that, my friend, but that's a risk that we're going to have to take eventually. And if you're a Patreon member, you will know. Like I said, so far, if you've been a member, you know that I walk my members through every single step of the market. We discuss everything that I do, every single entry that was executed, that when we're waiting for the entries to be executed, from which coin with the percentage that was executed at, and the same thing is going to happen. So don't worry. Once it's time to transfer coins, I'll tell you in advance when we're transferring them and when we're going to start setting trading stop losses and taking profits systematically. Unclean Dana is saying, hi, Rob. Some influencers are saying that XRP is going to break out within the next day or so. Does this mean the bull run is potentially in full flow? What do you think? I think that is possible. Of course, anything is possible, especially with XRP. Like I said just earlier, XRP has been, when you look at XRP's historic price action, you will see that it does nothing for 90% of the time. And then when it starts going and exploding, it does so in a matter of weeks, and prices just go completely insane. And people make a lot of money, those who lock in profits once again. So is it possible? Absolutely. The thing is, the thing with me is this: the main thing I do is percentages. Time frames are a secondary metric that are helpful if they align with the percentages and the market narrative. Right now, market narrative and percentages align, time frames don't align. So let's say I'm wrong about the time frame. I believe that, once again, my personal belief is that the euphoria phase is going to come in roughly 2025, but that's my belief, of course. I may be wrong, but let's see. Let's ask ourselves, what are the consequences if I'm wrong, right? And it indeed happens now. We'll just take profits earlier. That's it, because the percentage pumps are going to come. We'll look at the percentages. We'll start setting stop losses. We'll just take profits early and we get out early. It's even better, right? What happens if I'm right about the market only pumping hard in the future, and the people who are saying that it's going to happen now are wrong, right? Huge disappointment. Huge disappointment. A lot of people losing interest once again. A lot of people not buying when they're supposed to buy. I know all that good stuff. So basically, yeah. Sergio Azevedo is saying, I joined your crew for that reason: experience, clear vision, and guidance. Thank you, Sergio. I appreciate that, my friend. Please kindly put a like while you're here, my friends. Thank you. Sarah Lynn is saying, yes, he's on YouTube, Rob. He does TA and combines it with some other stuff. You might find it really interesting. So, thank you, Sarah. I will definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Thank you. Roast beef, my friend is here. Haven't made a live this year yet. Glad to see you, friend. As a patron member and a follower of Rob since 2017, if you're here, you're in the right spot. Thank you, Rob. Roast beef, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And it's really awesome to have you here. You know, since 2017, I know who you are. We've interacted very, many times. So, thank you for those nice words. I really appreciate it. Cal Kalon is here also. Hello, how are you, bud? So, my friends, generally the message is very simple, right? I believe that my 7 to 13 target for XRP is back on. I do believe that there will be retraces and corrections, and I do believe that there's a certain accumulation phase where I do buy XRP, and at current prices, I'm not going to buy XRP. It's just my set of rules, right? I know a lot of people don't like to hear that and find it boring and whatnot, but I just simply do not follow with the green candles, and I don't buy it to pumps. It's as simple as that. Which you should have been buying earlier. I was buying earlier, and many people were buying earlier. So well done if you were doing that. You have to follow the rules, right? Another thing I do want to mention: make sure that XRP is not the only coin in your portfolio. Make sure you're heavily diversified in different coins with different narratives. That's a very important aspect. I know a lot of people are focused on XRP right now because it got the regulatory clarity and pumped 100% in one day. Just a little earlier, a lot of people were focused on Bitcoin Cash because it was up like 300%. Before that, months ago, a lot of people were concentrated on Floki because it was up like 800%, right? And a lot of people followed into that and bought once again, and then it crashed and retraced. My point is being very simple. Many coins out there are going to pump. We can't say with 100% confidence which coin is going to pump harder than the other, but we know for sure that some coins are going to pump harder than other coins. This time around, maybe XRP will pump much harder than Doge, for example, or maybe Doge will pump harder than XRP, or maybe Ethereum will pump harder than BNB, or maybe BNB will pump harder than Ethereum. You get the point, right? That's why it's very important to diversify into different projects with different narratives. Buy some blue chips, buy some mid caps, buy some low caps. And if you don't have a certain strategy of how to do it and how to do it properly, join my Patreon and you'll understand. Another thing, for example, that a lot of people talk about dollar cost averaging, right? So I've seen people talk about dollar cost averaging, and that's something that newcomers come and they think that dollar cost averaging is just like basically buy at any price pretty much when you can, right? Or like buy when the price keeps going down. That's good. But this is the problem that a lot of people leave out. There's also another thing is like people say that hold, right? They're like, you have to be very careful what you say. There's a right way to hold and the dollar cost average. So for example, dollar cost average only after huge crashes. After 70 to 99 After 70 to 99% crashes, this is the range, the accumulation range, the macro accumulation range where you dollar cost average. Another very important factor that you have to dollar cost average with equal amounts of money. And another very important factor, only at new lows. So do not dollar cost average at the same price if you already dollar cost average there. Of course, we're not perfect. We don't always do everything perfectly, but that's what you should be striving to do. Dollar cost average at new lows with equal amounts of money. And another thing, holding, for example, how holding works. You don't hold a coin right after it's already done huge percentage ROI, right? Huge returns, huge profits. That's when you start setting stop losses. And once the stop losses hit, you get out, or you start taking heavy profits and getting out. And you don't rotate those profits until the market has crashed hard once again, right? You hold now. This is why we're holding. We're holding our entries that we got during the FTX debacle with Sam Bankman-Fried, when everybody was running away from exchanges, and we had, as usual, the Tether FUD, and that the market is about to crash hard. And we had these headlines of, from different financial magazines about crypto being compared to a wasteland in the desert. Excuse me. Articles and websites saying that crypto was dead, that it's never going to recover. That was the time when we're supposed to be buying. Now where Bitcoin is up 100%, XRP is up from roughly from 30 cents to nearly 90 cents pumped. Ethereum is up over 100%. Many coins are up, right? The point being that this is when you should have been dollar cost averaging and diversifying. And now we'll hold. Now we ignore the noise and we hold. Suppose that, my friends. Sarah Lynn says, appreciate you, Rob. I've been on your Patreon for over a year. Oh, wow. Amazing, Sarah. Another member. I had no idea. So wonderful to have you here as a member. And thank you for being part of our community. It's awesome. We're going to do well in this cycle, my friends. We're going to do well. We just have to be patient. Sam L is asking, what do you think is the time to hold for long term, where you can stake and earn interest or other incentives for holding now that XRP got clarity? Sam, I believe that holding is because this is the holding phase. This is where we hold what we've accumulated, and if we do get further crashes and new lows, that's where we will add to our bags and dollar cost average. But otherwise, we'll just hold it and we'll wait higher prices to sell. As for staking, my friend, I don't stake. I don't believe in staking. I know a lot of people love to do that. I know people who actually live off staking, make good profit every single month, and they live off staking. They're retired and they live off that. But I don't do staking. I don't do nodes. I don't do nests. I don't do anything to do with interest in staking, basically. But that's just my 2 cents. Oh, my friend Gab Bonito has commented, thanks a lot, bro, for the insights. The $5 is the best ROI someone can get. By the way, what is that device in the back to your left? Telescope? Gab Bonito, thank you for the compliment, my friend, for the kind word. No, my friend, it's a light. It's a light, Yeah, I rarely use it though. But speaking of telescopes, I love telescopes, So, yeah, my friends, all right, it's been 33 minutes. It's been wonderful talking to you. Please kindly put a like while you're here. Remember to be patient. Remember not to get overexcited. Remember not to follow with the green candles. Remember to diversify and dollar cost average. Remember to be diversified, my friends. Remember to be diversified. Please do not follow into any green candles. It doesn't just have anything to do with the XRP alone. It's not just XRP. Do not FOMO into green candles. It's a very simple rule. Do not FOMO into green candles, my friends. All right, I wish you all the very best and have an amazing, amazing day, my friends. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next slide. Bye-bye.